Hello, hello. Welcome back to Anya Light Healing. I'm Anya Light. So good to be with you today. I was called to share a reading for a segment of the collective that I serve. So as I share these channeled words, if they feel like they resonate with your story, then this reading is for you. If this reading isn't quite jiving with what you're going through at this time, then go ahead and flip this video off and find one that does resonate for you. You trust your own intuition above all else, please. Okay? Okay, so before I got the camera rolling, I was feeling into what the situation is that I can be of service with, and what I was getting was that there is a relationship in your life, a connection with someone that you really care about. This isn't just like someone you just met or someone that like you haven't seen in a long time. This is somebody that you're intimately connected with in some way, even maybe on like your day-to-day basis. And the feeling I was getting was that you like reached some kind of like turning point or some kind of choice point or a confusing moment, like a crossroads, or just something happened in the connection where it kind of made you like stop and be like, what's going on here? A bit of confusion I was feeling into, maybe some hurt feelings. Not an overwhelming sense of like this is not a toxic relationship. This is not like anything super negative, but it was just like a moment of what? Those moments in life where like, what? I can't compute. What's happening? That was a feeling I was getting. So I wanted to do a reading for you and kind of guide you through this moment. So again, if this so far is resonating with what you're going through, this means this reading is for you. And whenever you found this reading, it's meant to find you. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So whatever is going on right now in this connection, it's for the highest good of both of you. It's for the highest good of both of you. So let's just start with that groundwork and go from there. Because maybe you were having some doubts that like this wasn't in the highest good. That maybe this moment, this choice point, this confusing situation was like an indicator that this relationship is just not good. Maybe you had some doubts, about this connection. And and that led you to this video. So, yes. What else can we know about this situation? So in previous relationships, you've been burned. You've been betrayed. You've been taken for granted. You've been hurt. And this moment kind of started triggering a little bit of that stuff. Like these old wounds that are maybe not fully healed, but just mostly healed, but not quite healed. And so this situation, this moment, whatever it is, this crossroads is like kind of like bringing back some whispers of that old trauma, that old baggage. So that's painful. And I want to stop with you here in this moment and acknowledge that that's not fun to feel at all. So let me ask the card something specific. Can we know a little bit more about this particular situation? So the person that this happened with, you really admire. You look up to them. They are the King of Cups to you. They kind of seem like they have a lot of good stuff going for them. You like them, you appreciate them. Yeah, you look up to them. So when this moment happened, it was kind of like, for a moment, set you into thinking like, have I been misperceiving this person? Maybe then they're not all they're cracked up to be, like some doubt coming in about them, even though previously, it feels to me like you've always had like respect for them, and really, in fact, the feeling I'm getting is you haven't really felt any major discord with this person in the past at all. Maybe this is the first like moment of test or trial in their relationship. So you are the Queen of Wands. You have access to choice. So you sit on your throne. And when I say throne, I mean like as a metaphor, you are in control of how you react to the situation. The power is in your hands, and please don't forget that. So sometimes when we doubt people, we are actually doubting ourselves, because we're doubting our capability to handle whatever's coming up in the situation. So that's painful, but this moment is reassuring you. I'm here to reassure you that you do have everything you need to make a solid, sound decision about what comes next. You are the Queen of Wands. The Queen, the Kings and Queens cards are basically representative of power, of strength. Power in a good way. Sometimes we think of power as like not a good thing. On the spiritual path, it's like power can be misused, but power, and how I'm picking up the energy, is like you wield your power with benevolence. You are a kind, compassionate person. So you're just trying to figure out what is the next step. You're just earnestly trying to like self-reflect and be like, where do we go from here? So cards, where do we need to go from here? I'm going to grab my other deck. Where can we go from here? Ooh, while I shuffle my Osho Zen Tarot deck, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to tell you about something really cool. So please stay with me. I'll get back to the reading in just a moment, I promise. But if you've been enjoying these tarot readings, I have something really special to announce. Very excited. So there's a link in the description below with just one link, and it goes to my new YouTube channel. I have a second YouTube channel. Okay, so we got this YouTube channel and a second one. The second one is called Spirit Guide Tarot, and it is completely devoted to readings like this. Timeless tarot readings. Me channeling messages from spirit guides just as I'm doing right now. My commitment to you all is to post 2 or 3 times a week at least on that channel. And to be very receptive to all the feedback that you can share, whether in the comments or just reach out to me, email me, and let me know, what you're going through, and I'll make readings specifically for you guys. So Spirit Guide Tarot, it's a thing. So go over to that channel, subscribe, like the videos that are up there, and now we have like 2 ways to be together on YouTube more regularly. So I really appreciate you supporting this new channel. Okay, enough of that. So back to our regularly scheduled reading here. Okay, so how do we move forward in the best possible way? Okay, the Rebel. Do you see how this strong person is? He was held back by these chains, but he just kicked them out. He just kicked the chains and broke them. Because he's like, chains aren't going to hold me, brother. Chains aren't going to hold me, sister. I am the rebel. I am strong, right? He's got this passion, this passionate energy, symbolized by the flame of a passionate life. You lead a passionate life. You lead an amazing life. You lead a beautiful life. And this little like temporary setback in the relationship, or maybe I shouldn't even, that's maybe even too strong a word. It's not like a setback, because it's more just like a confusion, because it doesn't necessarily represent anything bad or wrong in the connection. It's just like a confusing moment. Bear with me, my mouth is so dry. I've been drinking this dandelion tea lately, and it's so good, but it dries out my mouth. It's like, I feel like my mouth is a raisin right now. But anyway, so you have this rebellious energy that wants to come through that's basically going to say, I'm not going to doubt myself in what I do next. I'm just going to do it. Trust myself. Yeah. But cards, hey, what needs to happen next? Okay. Breakthrough. This is a very positive card. It feels to me like you have the opportunity to go deeper into this relationship, to trust this person. Even if the way they acted was confusing to you, or maybe out of character, or just like a different side of them that you've never seen before, it doesn't necessarily indicate that there's anything wrong with the connection or with this person. You're just seeing a different side of them, and this different side is just simply coming through time and intimacy. Like you've gone through a journey with this person. Like, maybe you've been knowing this person for a couple of months, maybe a couple years, maybe longer than that. The vibe I'm getting for most of you watching this is this is like not a brand new connection, but not a super old connection. It's maybe like, for most of you, it's going to be like a couple months old, but it could be for some of you a couple years, but that's what most of you are experiencing. So it's kind of like, so you're just seeing this like different side of this person that maybe just doesn't compute with your reality or what you understand normal to be, like normal, like they're not just acting in a way that doesn't seem normal. Or just acting in a way that's just different than how you've perceived them before. And this is just simply intimacy where, when we get to know someone and go deeper with them over time, we just see different layers, different sides of someone. Sometimes it's smooth sailing. Sometimes we're like, oh, I love this part. Thank you for showing me. Wow, how juicy. And then other times it's like, what? It's not necessarily like a bad thing, but it's just a little jarring, or it makes us, take a pause and just reflect, like, what's going on here. So the feeling I'm getting is you're being called into greater intimacy, greater trust, greater levels of trust with this person. So whatever has happened, like, I'd encourage you not to jump to conclusions about what it means about this person's character. Continue to obviously always trust your own intuition. So these readings are just simply a way for you to take a moment out of your busy life, take a breath, and like ponder something deeply. So please, anything I share here, run it through your own filter of what feels right for you, okay? But what I'm picking up on is you don't have anything to fear from this person. This person is a good person. The connection is good. Overall, it's good. And just not to fear, not to worry. Yeah, because this connection represents a deepening of your spiritual journey. This is a very spiritual connection that you have with this person. It's a good connection. It's a good karmic connection. When I say good karmic connection, usually we think of the word karma as like a bad thing, but karma can indicate good or bad karma. So I'm sensing good karma that you have with this person, that you have carried over multiple lives, a really beautiful love with this person. So in this lifetime, you're being called to expand that relationship even farther. to really like go out into the far reaches of what this relationship can bring to you. Because I get a feeling that like this person actually may be more farther along in their spiritual journey. And this isn't like, it's not a competition or anything like that, but just to recognize like this person knows what they're doing, and whatever happened just reflects like you just don't have all the information. Like you don't have all the puzzle pieces, but ultimately this person is a good person. There's good karma between you both, good karma. And like just to keep trusting them and just ask questions. Like if you need clarification, like don't be afraid to just ask questions, even if they seem stupid. Like, hey, can you explain why you said that or why this happened? Or like facilitate good conversation between you and just be curious. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this reading. It feels like being curious is the best way forward, and just to trust yourself and trust that you will. What a great ending. Friendliness. Trust that you and this person are these beautiful interwoven beings at this time in your chapter of your lives, and it is fruitful. It is blessed. It is holy. It's a holy connection, a holy union. Whether it's friendship, lovers, coworkers, whatever it is, it's a good thing. Trust yourself and be willing to ask questions. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay, so again, link below, Spirit Guide Tarot. More tarot readings from me. Please subscribe. Please go over to that channel, check it out. And I'm so excited to be more and more with you on YouTube on this journey together. I love you. I hope this reading was helpful. See you again very soon. Love you all so much. Namaste.